Hello guys, welcome to my videos. Today I want to discuss more detail about the most genius horror movie. Okay, I watched Us movie in April this year and I'm sure enough you have many questions about this movie. So let's find out all the facts together.
You know how sometimes things line up? Coincidences? Since we've been up here, they've been happening more and more. It's like there's this black cloud hanging over us.
There's a family in our driveway.
Who is that?
Run.
What are you people?
It's us.
Rated R.
Okay, so I watched this movie twice. The first time, I didn't pay much attention because I was a bit scared. When I watched again, everything was continuous. Every scene gave a hint for the next incident. So this movie was directed by Jordan Peele, who directed Get Out before. He often directs a social commentary movie. Do you know what is social commentary movie? Social commentary is an artwork that raises social issues. And about this film is about the upper and lower life gap. The lower only follow what the upper did like a puppet. And why was it depicted with a tunnel? If you know, there is news about illegal immigrant who smuggled through the underground tunnel. That's why when Gabe asked, "Who are you?" she answered, "We are American." There were hidden meaning in this scene. They are in it from underground, but please respect them as an American. Okay, let's talk about the main problem. We already guessed that Adelaide was swapped with her shadow. You know why? From the beginning we saw that only her spoke as a human. Did you hear the other shadows talking? Actually, there were many hints that leads to the end of the movie. If you notice, after the tunnel accident, Adelaide was taken to the psychiatrist because she became very quiet even though she can speak, isn't it? She is a shadow. Her parents taught her speaking from the beginning. And Adelaide told Kitty that she had difficulty talking to others. Then, when Pluto got burned, she shouted because Pluto was a shadow, right? Not only that, when Umbra died by Zora, Adelaide came out and wanted to stroke Umbra's head. Maybe she wanted her die peacefully. Last, at the beach, Adelaide eats strawberry, the other ate fast food. Maybe she didn't want to remember the past when she ate a raw rabbit. Okay, now let's discuss about objects that appear several times in this movie. The first is rabbit. Rabbit is the most animal that can be survived after being cloned. As we know, Dolly was the first animal which be cloned successfully, but rabbit has the highest endurance after clone. Now we go to the rabbit placement in this movie. Maybe some of you don't realize about this object. The opening itself starts with the zoom out rabbit eye scene. And by the way, the soundtrack that covers that scene is so astonishingly great and definitely scared the crap out of me. Furthermore, if you pay close attention, among all the white rabbits, there is a rabbit that has a black color. If you look again, at the ending of the movie, where Adelaide has successfully entered the underground tunnel, she saw dozens of rabbits, but only one rabbit that has a black color. Why is there only one rabbit that has a black color? Well, It represents the issues of racism that occurs in America, where black people are always considered as a minority. That's why there is only one black color rabbit among the domination of white color rabbit. It's quite brilliant to put objects that reverse to issues such as racism that way in a movie. Now we move to other objects Jordan Peele has put, in which correlated to the rabbit. If you guys notice, Zora's shirt, the daughter of Adelaide, obviously shows picture of a rabbit. Secondly, the sweater that Zora used when their family attacked by the shadows, written Toe on it. Toe means rabbit in Vietnam language. Now we discuss the last place of this rabbit in the movie. If we pay close attention, at Jason's bedroom there are dolls. And among those dolls, there's one rabbit doll that can easily be noticed by audience. Also, the scene where little Adelaide was taken to the theatrist to discuss why she was changed all of a sudden. Adelaide was playing sandbox on the table, and the doll that she held in her hand was a rabbit doll. Okay, now we move on to the next animal symbol in the movie, which is spider. Why is spider? Do you guys remember when little Adelaide walked around the mirror maze room? She whistled a song like this. That song titled The Itsy Bitsy Spider. But why this song? The lyric of the song really talk about a spider that tries its best to climb up when water rushes it away. But when the sun is up, the water gone away, thus it tried to climb up again. This is precisely represents that the shadow that tried to climb the upstairs. Secondly, the spider hint is also shown at the scene when her shadow already broke into the house, formed some sort of hand gestures that form spider legs in front of her face. Now, we go to the one of the object which explicitly seen the movie. Yes, number 11. But let's look where Jordan Peele has put this number. There were many scenes used this number. Firstly, you must remember with a young man who held a board whose wrote Jeremiah 11:11. Secondly, before Jason slept, the clock shows time 11:11. When they walk together at the beach, their silhouettes more or less like 11:11. Last, the ambulance which brought the dead showed 11:11. Then, what is Jeremiah 11:11 means? Jeremiah 11:11 says, this passage means that shadows can be heard because they didn't have a voice. Now, I want to discuss about how the shadows kill the upper people. Okay, I didn't realize at first, but at the second time I noticed that how they killed was quite specific. They broke the vocal cord first. For example, when Adelaide was little and met her shadow at the first time, the shadow suffocated her neck. That's why after she came back up to the upper, her voice has broken. Then, when all the shadows already come out, if you saw that Kitty's family dead, their shadows killed by stop right on their neck revoked immediately, so their vocal cords were broken. When Kitty crawled on the floor, she almost couldn't speak because her vocal cord had been broken, isn't it? Then she said, Ophelia called the police. But Ophelia heard Ophelia fuck the police. So Ophelia turned on fuck the police song. But by the way, if you know fuck the police, which sang by NWA, has a lyric like this. Fuck the police coming straight from underground. This is so genius for me. Every detail object was well prepared. The boy is Pluto. Pluto is the smallest and the farthest planet from the Sun. So, it was described about he is the smallest child and rarely got the sunshine. That's why he likes fire. The girl is Umbra. Umbra is from Penumbra. Penumbra is the darkest shadow around the other shadows in Eclipse. She has a dark soul. The shadow told that Umbra born. She didn't cry but laughing. And when Umbra died by Zora, she also left. She had a dark side. While Pluto liked fire, he died on fire. Okay, the next question is hand grip action. If you want to know, this scene was inspired from the American events in 1986. So, on the May 25, 1986, there was an event named Hand Across America. So, there were 6 million Americans hand gripped together to fight the racism issues and collected a charity for hunger issues in that time. If you notice, in the opening of the movie, when Adelaide was little, she was watching an advert about Hand Across America. When she was swept with her shadow, she was a child, so she had a limited memory. That's why she only remembered about that advert. At the end, she led all the shadows to the hand grip together to stand out for their winning. They already came up to upper life. Okay, now let's talk about little Adelaide who has limited memory. Do you remember when she asked for the Thriller shirt? She asked, "I want number 11." She chose a Thriller shirt. Thriller is a song by Michael Jackson. Who doesn't know the singer, who very phenomenal in worldwide? Did you notice about the Shadows costume? Why they wore the red one and only wore the gloves only one side? It was inspired from Michael Jackson's costume in Thriller song. Michael Jackson wore a red suit and gloves on one side. Little Adelaide only remembered MJ's costume. That's why there were red suit and gloves like that. Brilliant selection, Jordan Peele. Now, we go to the Shadow's weapon, scissors. If you notice, the scissor had a specific form, 2 handles like this and broke down. These 2 handles are more like 2 head shadows. One of us poster explained this. It illustrated about the uppers and lowers head. So it's really like a silhouette of 2 humans. And if you're more aware, in the middle of head there is a rabbit. Let's look at the picture. This is so genius. Actually, this movie wants to tell us that the biggest enemy in our life is ourselves. If you notice, it explains in having lunch scenes. Jason pointed to her father. His father told, if we point to people, it means one of our fingers is pointed to that people and 3 fingers point back to us. Sometimes we like blame others without realizing our mistake. And this horror fiction movie tells us about failed clone and was left behind. But don't just look at the horror. This conflict starts from Adelaide's swap with the shadow. A lot deep meaning in this movie. A good horror doesn't depend on the jump scare. There are many interesting facts in this movie. First, why this movie is about clone? Killed, being chased by our shadows. Have you ever heard myth that we actually have 7 twins in the world? This theory was researched by a student from Adelaide University. And do you know what is Adelaide means? Adelaide is a place in Australia which means place underground. The name of main character has its own meaning. US stands for United States. This is very obvious. Jordan Peele also already gave an official statement on the interview. This movie represents of what happened in his country right now, racism issues and etc. And May 25, 1986 is Adelaide's birthday. Do you know, in the opening movie, she was watching Hand Across America at first, isn't it? Then, she went to see a castle at night to celebrate her birthday. That's why they always go to that beach to celebrate her birthday every year. If you're aware, May 25th is a Gemini, isn't it? Gemini is twins, so brilliant. At the beach scene, Kitty told Adelaide that sometimes she hates her husband and wants to kill him. That's why, when her husband's shadow was killed, she laughed first before she cried. Kitty also told about her plastic surgery. This is one of the answers why Kitty's shadow scratched her cheeks. No, she didn't like with the surgery. Then, a stardust which fell right on the one of the blue circles on Jason's bathroom scene. Why only one stardust? It maybe told us that the shadow has been ready to come up. When the shadows already broke to Adelaide's house, if we aware, there was a painting above the fire. A painting was about a black woman who wear a red suit and which be surrounded by blue shadows. In my opinion, it told us about one black woman who was more dominated than other white. Jordan Peele is so genius. Okay, more or less that I got in this movie. I also read on the internet and connect with my interpretation. If you guys have other opinion, maybe you can add on this comment below. Thank you guys, see you and bye bye.